Oh, it's yourself! Welcome back to the Black Lodge. I'm David at Drinks Whiskey, and you're here for another episode of For Me or No For Me. The series where I try whiskey and I tell you, is it to my palate and taste, or is it no? It's not typically a review, kinda is, but no really, because it's all subjective and whiskey is about what you enjoy. So if there's something that I enjoy, and you're like, no, I don't like it, you're completely right. And if there's something that I don't like that you love, you're completely right. So anyway, let's get into it. Today's episode is a little bit different. I was reached out to by the lovely people over at Rare Find Whiskey. They reached out and said, hey David, can we send you some of the new stuff that's out? If you're on Whiskey Instagram, you would have seen other people receive these packages. I said, absolutely, send it across. Now it did come across a wee while ago, but I'm here. What's really intriguing about this series is they're cracking whiskies in terms of the distilleries they're from, but they've been finished in slightly unusual casks. Starting with the first one, there's a Douyin, aged 16 years, finished in 4 square rum cask. So I'm intrigued about that. We've got a Glenord, aged 10, finished in Chateauneuf du Pape. We have a Glengarry, we all know I love Glengarry. 16-year-olds finished in Ribera del Duero cask. And then there's a secret Lowland distillery finished in a sherry hogshead. More traditional, going that way. But aye, let's get into it. Let's get the glasses, let's get these poured. And we're going to do it in order of what they came in the box. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. Can't quite get the same pop as what you would get on others. And I've kept a wee bit behind of each, just in case. Just in case I need to go back and kind of hone in on anything. Now we're going to start with the Douyin 16, finished in 4 square rum cask. Now off the bat, I do have a bias. I'm no huge on rum cask, but I love Douyin. So I'm intrigued. I don't know where this is going to go. Let's see. There's like a waxiness, but quite a chalkiness as well to it on the nose. It's no rummy on the nose. I'm not getting huge waves of rum, which I've had with other casks like that. Obviously it's been finished in it, so I don't know how long it's been finished in it. But Douyin, typically I'd expect something kind of waxy, fruity, kind of Highland, good Highland stuff. There's a bit of tropical fruit in there, and by tropical fruit more yellow fruit, mango-y, mango rind. Bottled at 55.9%. It's interesting. The rum's there, but it's so subtle that like it's not overpowering it at all, which I'm enjoying, because normally a rum barrel for me a lot of the time, just any sort of finish in rum just makes it rum, like super sweet, like it just layers on too heavy for me. So it's normally something I kind of stay clear of. Getting a bit more of the rum influence now. Bear in mind these are just poured. On the finish, definitely it's tight, long finish. Those tropical notes I was getting fade away quite quick. We'll move on to the next one. The next one is coming in at 57.6%. It's a Glenord, aged 10 years, finished in Chateauneuf du Pape. Red wine cask. Glenord's normally quite delicate as well, in my opinion. It's normally quite fruity and delicate, so I don't... Strange nose. It feels like two things are fighting against each other, almost in the glass. You're getting that red wine. That's what it is, the red wine kind of nose. Not fruit, I don't mean fruity, I mean like a glass of red wine. But then that whiskey's there as well. It's agitating it. Very dry on the top palate on that first sip. Just letting it coat my tongue and getting those flavours. The wine cask is, the wine is pushing through on that, and the cask. Now I don't know how they've finished it exactly. I've kind of came into this a bit blind. I've not researched anything, just literally reading what was sent. In order of preference so far, It's definitely the Dalwhin, then the Glenord. I don't know if I like that for me. I don't know if it's very drying for me, quite tannic. Some people love that, some people don't. Next up, we have the Glengarry 16-year-old finished in the Ribera del Duero, 55.4%. Now I love Glengarry, 16 years old. Like, Glengarry for me is something that's really hard to mess up. Wow, that's beautiful on the nose. I love that. Now what is it? It's very centered in the glass, so when you put your nose in, it's all coming straight up the middle. There's almost like it reminds me of Play-Doh, plasticine, but there's a fruitiness there as well. I think that's what that hit was. I've got, wow, I love it. It took me back to like being a kid. Up here, that's what I'm getting. Like, I would say blue plasticine, purple plasticine. Wow, what a weird note. In the glass, the meatiness of the Glengarry's there. If you've not had a Glengarry before, it does have it's got such a strong distillate. It's very strong, it's very strong-minded. It knows what it wants to do. But that roundedness now, I'm getting more red fruit. Aye, that'll be a good one. That's great. That's definitely just jumped to number one of the four. The nose, I could just sit in that nose for ages. And I know they've been sent. I'm under no obligation to be doing this or to be giving it positive or negative reviews, but that's right up my street. It's weird because you get initial hit because of the nose is so strong on it, of that plasticine taste, like as if you're in nursery school where maybe you've indulged in eating plasticine. I never did, but I'm sure I probably bit it at one point. But as time goes on in the glass, I'm feeling the fruits coming forward a bit more. That's lovely. I'm really enjoying that. Jesus Christ. 11 years old, finished in a sherry hogshead. Oh, not discriminating. On the nose, it's not as immediate as the Glengarry was. It's a little bit more subdued. There's a body to it. Little freshness. It's quite fresh, which lowland. Typically, you're grassy, you're light. The sherry feels very, I don't want to say delicate, but it doesn't feel like it's massive. For that proof, that's really nice. I should add water to it. I'm just doing these all with no water, just to get the pure hit of it, but there's like a red coal on this to it in the sherry. Almost verging on like a bourbon note. I don't know if it's overwhelming the lowland spirit, but it feels like the lowland spirit's meeting it. It's met it in a nice place. It's not getting overwhelmed by the sherry. It's complementing it. It's bringing out that bourbon-esque flavour to it. That, by that I mean like a red cola, which is a very Scottish thing, red cola, but almost like it's not grenadine. It's not as sweet as grenadine, in that kind of wheelhouse of goodness. Right, in terms of how I'm going to rank these, I'm going to say Glengarry for me, Glenord and Chateauneuf-du-Pape, no for me. Dalwhin and Foursquare, wee bit of time in the glass. That's lovely on the nose now. For me the Dalwhin. And the Lowland, aye, I could go with that. So not bad, out of the four. 3 for me, 1 no for me. But I think it's because red wine can be such, and I'm assuming the Chateauneuf-du-Pape is a red wine. That can just be quite diversive. It can be quite Marmite, where some are really good. I was talking about it today, a red wine finish. I've got red wine bottles behind me in terms of whiskey. They're all good. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these. Rare Find, thank you so much for sending it. Really appreciate it. Pleasure to try these things. Delighted. Definitely going to be looking up now the Glengarry as a first choice to buy. Now, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.